Hey guys, just finished watching Arrow Season 5, Episode 14, The Sin Eater. This episode was pretty cool, dealing with the reporter girl there, Oliver's dating, finding out that, Oliver is the Green Arrow and stuff, and putting the pieces together and seeing how what Thea did and how it was very similar to what Maura would have done, their mother, and it was kind of interesting to see how it all went out. And it was kind of interesting to see how that went, and it was kind of cool seeing how it went. It kind of felt like it was wrapped up a little bit too quickly in one episode, but I like how it was kind of different than any other way. I mean, than any other way. Oh my God! Just someone figured out that this superhero is this guy so and so is the superhero and all that stuff. But so it was kind of interesting how it was different than it was than the usual way, than just outing them. But it just found it kind of interesting that she didn't she couldn't report anymore on it because she was discredited by Thea and Felicity. But it was kind of interesting that she couldn't send it to a online journalist or something like that, or someone who could just another organization and leak it to all the other news places, and they'll put it all together or something like that just to get back at him, even though she can't deal with she can't tell the story. It doesn't mean she can't get it out and get Oliver put Oliver out and stuff like that. That's gonna be interesting to see. And maybe she'll do that later on, but I feel like she would have done that in this episode. And it just didn't make sense why she didn't do it anyways. I mean, she's not answering his call. She's not talking to him or anything like that. It's not like she wants to be part of the team or anything. She's kind of mad at him, so I just don't understand why she didn't just kind of leak the information anyways, or put it out there and send it to all the other news sites or something like that. But other than that, it was kind of interesting. And then at the end, dealing with these three girls who were coming out of prison. The one girl, the dark-skinned girl with the dark hair, who used to be a cop there, I forget her name, that Lance was dealing with. Her hair wig looked very bad, looked very fake, black hair, especially when you have the two other girls who look like they're wigs. I mean, China White, sometimes it looks wiggish, sometimes it looks real, but they never really had any close-up shots of her, whereas they had lots of close-up shots of this girl, and it was just kind of fake hair, especially when she was, right next to all the others, what's her face, Cupid, who had dyed red hair, which made it look, having the real thing and then the fake thing right there, just different color, made it look very obviously fake, even when it wasn't up close and stuff. So that wig was just kind of terrible. And one thing, to see with Wild Dog, the way he holds his guns and stuff, I know that's probably the way the character is in the comics and all that, but I really don't like it. I'd rather him just get one gun, and maybe not, doesn't have to be a single gun. I know they're trying to have him, because by him having two guns, it makes it more like the comic books, and also makes him, less like Diggle with just a gun. But if he had, maybe a big Desert Eagle type gun type thing, I think that would make him, and just one of those would make him stand out way more. Which also, I think that would be cool to see Diggle walk around with just this big 12-inch Desert Eagle or something, or like a small hand-powered cannon type thing, like a Desert Eagle type thing, would be really cool. I guess a revolver, but I guess a revolver wouldn't be enough shots or something. But just a really big gun rather than these little puny guns that Diggle has would be way more interesting. And rather than these kind of, there's not much aiming with two guns and stuff like that in Wild Dog. So I'd love to see him have something, just one gun for aiming. And also, speaking of weapons, I'd like to see Mr. Terrific get some sort of weapon, because he sucks at fighting. He can't fight. He always gets his butt kicked. He always gets his ass kicked. And he needs to have something. I mean, Ray Palmer made his blasters for his suit, so he needs to have something, and he can create something just to have something, because he never wins a fight. He never wins a fist fight unless the guy is like half his size or something like that. And he never, even then, he just kind of he'll accidentally win the fight unless he has some sort of tech. But they never keep that tech throughout the next episode or anything like that. And also getting to this new Dinah Drake taking over as Black Canary, which is going to be cool. Definitely can't wait. And I'm glad that now she has her mask and stuff, because she's part of the police force again. But I'd like to see her evolve the costume and not just keep just the mask and the costume. I'd like to see, in the next episode, her get something else, and just every episode slowly build it up. But I don't want to see too long with just the mask and the regular clothes. That's boring. If she slowly tries out different costumes throughout different episodes to see which one works well and which one she's able to do her moves and move around and stuff, that would be really cool, to test out different costumes and then slowly build up different looks. I think it would be interesting. And then maybe they can even listen to the fans' reaction online as the episodes air and see which ways they go and see which way they kind of like it and how they go, rather than jumping full force into a whole nother Black Canary costume. I think it would be cool to see something more closer to the comic book accurate. Now, maybe, I don't know if the fishnets could work, but maybe something that includes a little bit more somewhat like fishnets would be cool, just to go a little bit more accurate and then give her the way more range, when it comes to kicking and stuff like that, rather than tight leather pants like everyone else has. So we'll have to wait and see where they go with that, but I'd like to see an evolution to her costume rather than just jumping into a costume like that, I'd like to see an evolution to that. And I think it would be cool to see where she goes with that and how she kind of Coley takes on, and I also like to see Sarah Lance's reaction over on Legends, and also see her versus Black Siren will also be really cool to eventually, at least one point, to get a crossover between the three. This Dinah girl, Sarah, and Black Siren, all three in one episode would be really cool. But hopefully I don't think we'll get that till before the mid-season crossover that we get probably next December or something like that. So let me know what you think, guys, about this episode of Arrow Season 5, Episode 14. What do you think about it, and what do you think about next week's episode in the trailer, if you've seen it? I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace! Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.